My name is Maria, and I am a OneLegacy ambassador. Adrian is my son. He was 22. He was active. He loved nature. He loved the ocean. He loved the ocean so much that he actually had a full saltwater aquarium in our house that was absolutely gorgeous, which when he passed, I learned how to take care of. Adrian's generosity was huge. Adrian mentioned organ donation to me when he was 21, and I remember exactly when. It was right around Thanksgiving, 2013, and he was actually about to register for his spring semester in college. And he was walking towards the computer, and he just turned around randomly, actually, and said, "Mom, by the way, I want you to know that I've said yes to organ donation, and I want to make sure that you know that if anything ever happens to me, I want to have the opportunity to give the gift to other people." Very generous heart. December 31st, 2013, Adrian came home from the gym, and he just said, "Mom, I'm catching that cold that's going around. I'm supposed to go out with some friends tonight, but I think I'm going to stay home. I don't want to give this to anybody, and I just don't feel 100%. 3 or 4 days after that, he started coughing. We went to urgent care. They diagnosed him with a small case of bronchitis. They gave him an inhaler, they gave him an antibiotic, and sent him home. The weekend of January 12th, he woke up and had a very high fever. He had a really bad headache, and he even said, "Mom, I just feel really, really bad." So January 12th, we ended up in urgent care again. They diagnosed him with a severe sinus infection, and he was sent home. We didn't know at that point that what he was having was the beginning of bacterial meningitis. January 13th, 2014, he woke up and things went bad really, really fast. We arrived at the emergency room at around 10 a.m. and the ER doctor took my husband and I aside and said, "I'm so sorry. Diagnosis is bacterial meningitis. It's already done a lot of damage. We're doing everything that we can, that if he has siblings, if he has any friends that you really think should come to the hospital, I think you need to start making some phone calls." And at 5 o'clock in the morning on January 14th, the neurologist took us aside. They declared him brain dead. When the representative of OneLegacy approached us in the hospital, I knew exactly what Adrian wanted, and we said yes. He was a very, very generous young man, and I knew that he wanted to continue to be generous. And like I said, I'm so glad we had that conversation, and I already knew what he wanted. So no, there was no reservation whatsoever about the organ donation process, and we went ahead and signed the papers. I cannot think of one family right now that doesn't have a pink dot, and as a matter of fact, some of them call it the Adrian dot, because it was Adrian's inspiration for them to say yes to organ donation, to family, to friends, to strangers. I'll do an event for OneLegacy and I'll share his story, and I'll do the same event the year later, and someone will come up to me and take their driver's license out and show me, says, "Look, I have a pink dot now because of Adrian." Because of his story, I was inspired to say yes to organ donation. Linda, his double lung recipient, is now also an ambassador. Linda continues his legacy as well by also being his voice, by being a recipient, by sharing her story and sharing the before and after. I think one of the main things that she shares is that when she was in the hospital and she first woke up, she said that she actually panicked because she did not have oxygen on, and that the doctors just told her, "Breathe," and that she started breathing on her own, that she had not done in years. And she said, "I just only knew at that time that through a young man, I had this gift, and I had to continue his story, and I had to continue his legacy." And she said that she knew right there and then she wanted to know more about this young man, so that when she shared the story, she knew more about him. She said she didn't have enough words to not only be grateful and to say thank you, but to be able to do that again. My name is Maria. I'm a donor mom, and my son Adrian saved 3 lives through organ donation.